November 14, 2004. An ordinary date, right? Oh no. Somewhere over the vast Pacific Ocean, a routine training mission of US Navy was about to become one of the most puzzling aerospace encounters in modern history, which remains unresolved even today. For days, sailors aboard the guided missile cruiser USS Princeton had been tracking something strange on their radar. Dots appearing at incredible altitudes and then dropping towards sea level. First, anyone would think that they can be birds, but the speed with which they appear and then drop to sea level was impossible even for fighter jets to achieve. These were not birds, not jets, not weather. They were anomalous aerial vehicles. As the Navy described them, a far more serious label than the old term UFO. Welcome to Zience Presents The Visitors, and this is episode 2, The Tic Tac Encounter. Coming back to the story, naturally, in this situation, the Navy decided to check out what was going on. Then two FA-18F Super Hornets were launched from aircraft carrier USS Nimitz. On board were Commander David Fravor and Lieutenant Commander Alex Dietrich, both seasoned pilots with thousands of flight hours. We were told to head to these coordinates. We weren't expecting anything like this, said Fravor. Flying about 100 miles off the coast of Southern California, their radar suddenly locked into something unusual. It was not a blip, but a shape. A solid object, roughly 4 stories long, hovering over the ocean like a polished white tic-tac. It had no wings, no rotors, no exhaust plumes. There was no obvious propulsion system, just a smooth, featureless form, and it moved like nothing any pilot had seen before. As Fravor approached, what he saw next defied intuition. The sea surface below was churning violently, as if something enormous lurked just beneath. Then there it was. That white, elongated shape hovering over the waves, alone, silent, and inexplicable. Fravor dove closer, cutting through the sky at tactical speed, and the object reacted. It mirrored his movements, shifting abruptly like a ping-pong ball bounced against the wall. Then, in an instant, it surged away. From right in front of him to a point more than 60 miles distant, faster than any known aircraft could manage, and it did so with no sonic boom. Strange, right? Hold on, listen to what happened before this. Days before this visual contact, the Princeton's ANSPY 1B radar had tracked these AAVs as they dropped from altitudes as high as 80,000 feet down toward the sea level. And that too in seconds. And that's far beyond conventional physics for any known aircraft, let alone a wingless one. Another pilot, Lieutenant Commander Chad Underwood, captured what would later be declassified as FLIR-1 video, infrared imagery of the object moving against the cold Atlantic backdrop. It hovered, rotated, then vanished in a blink, disappearing into thin air with extraordinary speed. In 2017, this footage was publicly confirmed by the Pentagon as authentic military video. Not a hoax and not a conspiracy blur. Raw data from sophisticated targeting systems aboard Navy jets. But what was it? No international power has claimed such technology. No rocket trails, no heat signatures, and no aerodynamic surfaces. And despite years of analysis, the UAP remains unidentified, not confirmed alien and not confirmed advanced human tech, just unexplained. Well, that's it. If you want to see the next episode, consider subscribing. Thank you.